our business building training. I'm excited for today's topic on webinars, systems, and leaders. Today is training number 256. This is your host, Brandon Boyd. Excited to be here with each and every one of you. I do these calls every single Tuesday to help you guys learn really how to build your business. I'm in year number 24 now inside of network marketing, and I've had a lot of success with it. And so I'm excited to be able to share my success with you guys on different things that I've done to build a successful organization. So the topic title for today being leveraging webinars, systems, and leaders. This will be one of my more important trainings I do. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Here's what I like to tell people. Besides an in-person meeting, webinars are ranked number one as the most used method for conversion. And the question is, are you using them? Now, the reason why that webinars are more than a video is because on a video, it's just easy to click off it, move on, and you're distracted. When people get onto webinars, similar to a live event, it's easier to be less distracted. And because webinars can run different times of the day and stuff like that, and people are essentially showing up for an appointment, it's that live setting helps close more people onto your team. And so again, the question is, are you using webinars that are available inside the company? That'll be the first question. Now, the second is the individuals, so the prospects, they need to hear it from someone other than you. Now, this doesn't mean you're not a good person, not a child of God, you're not good at what you do, but the reality is third party, someone who is not yourself, somebody who maybe has been doing this longer, somebody who's been having more success or more successful and stuff, really does make a difference. In the beginning, I tried to do it on my own. The reality was I was new. I had not had success yet. It was very hard to duplicate when I was doing it on my own. And that's why I tell people, you want to focus on becoming a professional inviter. You want to be a messenger, not the message. You want to be the trailer, not the movie, right? So you're piquing a person's interest. They're going to hear it from someone else. That could be a live event. It could be a video, or it could be a webinar, okay? Also, we've got many webinars out there. Webinars every week that you can plug into. I know for myself, I got 3, 4, 5 webinars on a daily basis, 5 days a week that people can plug into. Corporate, they have the same where people can plug into different types of webinars, everything from leadership to mindset to product development and so forth. So you need to make sure that you guys are plugging in because the opportunities are there. The resources are there. It's not the lack of resources, it's the lack of being resourceful. It's very important for you guys to be plugging in to the different webinars that take place, okay? Now, again, we focus on inviting. Let the pros close your people. Let the third party close your people. Let the individuals in the upline, they're having success, let them help close your people. You don't need to close them yourself. You've got people on the team who are succeeding with this. Utilize them. Utilize those testimonials. Utilize their experience, the time that they've been involved and so forth. It's very, very powerful. So again, leveraging webinars is very important. Number 2 is the system. I've said to people for years, systems are duplicatable, people are not. Part of the reason systems run 24/7. All right, people can't. They have to sleep. They got work. They got families and stuff like that. And the other thing is the system is consistent. When I walk into a McDonald's, no matter what state, and by the way, I don't go to McDonald's often, but when I walk into the McDonald's, the bathroom is almost always on the right. They have 16-year-olds running McDonald's. They have a system. Chick-fil-A has a system. Starbucks has a system, right? People are not duplicatable. The reason is because let's say that you're a phenomenal leader, phenomenal at inviting, phenomenal at being able to do a presentation. That's great, but what about your team? You see what I'm saying? So the webinars, the tools, the systems and stuff like that, the live events, those are things that are duplicatable within your team, whereas you as an individual are not. I can only be on so many calls. I can only be in so many places at one time, one place at a time I can be, whereas the system can be anywhere, anytime, any place, okay? So you want to focus on being an events and tools driven individual, okay? So for example, if they've got a question, this is the way I've answered it for years. That's great. We've got a video right on whatisim.info or whatever site, whatever video, whatever YouTube, right? The point is, rather than wasting all your time answering people's questions, I'm using the tools. I'm constantly pointing people back to the site, the app, the PowerPoint, or the video to get the information. Why do you do that? It's because you're teaching your team to do the same thing. If you're having to be the professional answer person who answers all the questions about trading, building, comp plan, etc., how's your team going to do that? They don't know the answers, but the tools do, the system does, the videos do, the website does. All of it is there. Again, you're always pointing people back to the tool, which means you're training your people to do the right thing. Look, if you're answering all the questions, you will halt all duplication. That's the truth. I've seen it. When I first started and I was answering all the questions, I was so tired from answering questions, I had no energy to prospect. I had no energy to do marketing, advertising, and stuff like that. I was so busy answering questions about the company, network marketing, trying to defend the industry and so forth, that I did not have time to build. That's why I created tools and systems, okay? All right. Focus on getting customers and IBOs to events. Let the experts inform. Last week I made a video on this, and I talked about one of the reasons why I've been able to be successful is I'm constantly promoting. I'm promoting conventions. I'm promoting webinars, different calls, leadership, personal development, product training. I'm always promoting. And the reason why I do that is not only do you get people there, you make more money, but you're letting the experts inform your people. Again, it's third-party validation. They need to hear it from somebody else. So my focus with promotion is getting people to the experts to hear it from them. Frankly, it saves you time, it saves you energy, and once again, it infiltrates down to your team. It's much more duplicatable. Get them set up. A brand new customer, brand new member should get set up in 24 to 72 hours. That first 1 to 3 days, my friends, is critical for retention and duplication. Why? It's because it's at the height of their excitement. They are excited to get on. But if you don't get them trained in the first 24 to 72 hours, the likelihood of them staying beyond the first week is not very good. Make sure that they go through the training that you have in place or that we have in place to help them succeed, okay? Focus on helping customers get a free membership. This is key. Inside of our system, if I share it with 2 customers and I'm a customer myself, that means that I can get a free membership. How's that going to be for retention? It'll be phenomenal. You know why? Because most people don't quit free. So when I'm trying to build a business, I want to help my customers get a free membership. I don't want them worrying about a monthly subscription fee. I just want them working on personal development and becoming a better leader or better with our product, better with our trading, getting that knowledge. And so I'm focused on helping people get a free membership so they don't quit and retention is increased. Number 3 is leveraging leaders. This one's huge. The secret, have your leaders work for you. Jason Brown works for me. Matt Rosa works for me. Alex Morton, he works for me. These guys are uplines to me, and I can leverage them to help me build an organization. So it's not that you work for me, it's that I work for you. If you're on my team, you can actually put me to work. Isn't that kind of cool? I mean, it's free enterprise. This is a way for you to actually be able to leverage by using the success and the time and the money of other individuals who have already done this and come before you, been successful. They can put in the time and money to help you build an organization. Now, when some people say, yeah, but what if my upline sucks? What if my upline never responds? Well, find someone who does. Or just take it on yourself, right? It's like sometimes you just have to fire your upline, fire your boss and say, look, if it's going to be, it's up to me. I'm not going to rely on anyone else to be successful with what I do. 2 reasons that most people don't leverage. Number 1 is they feel that their leader's too busy and they don't want to bother them. This is definitely one that I get. They're like, hey, I apologize for reaching. It's almost like they're totally apologetic when they reach out to me. They don't want to bother me. The reality is if they don't bother me, then we don't have a business. In fact, I'm concerned if people aren't reaching out because that's the pulse of my business, right? That's going to affect my business if people are not reaching out. Number 2 reason is they believe that they have not earned the right to communicate because they've not gotten results. So they almost feel a little bit of guilt and shame saying, well, unless I'm platinum 150, platinum 600, platinum 1,000 or beyond, I can't reach out to him. For me, I talk to everybody. I work with the willing. I work with the hungry. So you need to understand no matter what rank you are, if you're just starting as an IBO, or even a customer, it's okay to reach out. Unless you communicate, it's going to be difficult for you to have success on your own. Communication is a major key to success. So again, don't feel the leader's too busy. Don't feel that you have not earned the right in order to communicate. Now, I know some teams have certain leaders know you can't contact, you got to work through these guys. Okay, that's them. But I know for myself, that's not the way it is. Of course, if you're the only person who's responding on this stuff, that becomes a problem. We need to make sure that we establish enough leadership in the team that we're leveraging each other, okay? All right, leveraging systems. Your leader does not know what you are doing unless you reach out to them. Do not assume that your leader thinks that you're working, because the reality is, if you're not on the webinars, you're not on the calls, not going to conventions, they really don't know. Especially once you get to a team of 50 people, 100 people, 150, 200 people, it gets to the point where they don't really know what you're doing. This is a volunteer workforce, right? This is independent contractors. These individuals do not know, the leaders don't really know what you're doing most of the time. So you got to reach out to them and let them know what your plans are and what you're doing so they can see that you're hungry and they want to work with you, okay? Now, why reach out? Because they are your third-party credibility that you need to build a strong team and develop you into a strong leader. This is very important because it's the whole monkey see, monkey do. They need to be able to see, and you need to feel, hey, they are helping me to develop into the leader that I need to become to reach their level and beyond, right? They are that credibility right now that I know I'm going to have because I'm going to get that place too, and people are going to start reaching out to me. In order for me to build a strong team and develop me into a strong leader, that means that I need to be connecting with them. I need to be on the calls. I need to be around them at convention, right? I need to put myself in that situation where I can be in that inner circle. Okay, very, very important. Now, use leaders for three-way calls. I do this on Zooms all the time. We have someone maybe who's watched a video, got out on a webinar, attended an event, and they've just got some questions, right? So we do three-way Zoom calls, messages like group chats, video calls, in-person meetings, webinar presentations. This is the key to growing your team fast. Again, duplication, systems, tools, webinars. This is the key to growing your team fast, because not only will more people join, but more people will stay. What we have found through these statistics is that more people are involved and they stay if there's other people involved that they're connected to. That point I just made is very important. If they're only connected to you and they're not connected to the team, the culture, and anyone else, the likelihood of them staying is much, much less. Okay, it's very, very important. Leverage their experience, their knowledge, their credibility. They can help you go from a small team to a big one as you use them. I used to have a small team. I got to the point where I had a big team because I started leveraging the system, the tools, the upline, and so forth. I used their knowledge, their expertise, their credibility to help me build an organization. Think about that. I didn't have to do it myself. I was actually using them, their story, and their ability to answer the skeptical questions about the industry, the company, the products, the comp plan that maybe I wasn't going to be able to do myself, going from a small team to a big team. Guys, if you want access to this presentation, hit me up at Brandon Boyd Official on Instagram. I'm going to give you a copy of this recording. I'm also going to give you the PowerPoint presentation as well, because I want to make sure that you guys get access to this and that you can use this. Use this on your team. Duplicate this with your team, because I believe that as you guys do what I've told you today, is to use the webinars, to use the systems, and to leverage the leadership that you have in your upline, that things will go a lot smoother. It will save your time. It will save your energy. It will save you money. It will save you hassle. I believe that you guys can be successful in building a very successful organization. So again, this is Brandon Boyd signing off. Today has been training number 256, and we will see you guys on the next session. Thanks, everyone.